All right, Shalom. All praises to YAHAWAH, BAHA, SHEM, YAHAWASHI, YAHAWAH, Rakah Kodash, double honors to the apostles, elders of great millstone, peace and safety to the elect, scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. All right, it's a Ratazah coming at you once again. I have an article here. All right, I came across earlier today. I believe it's from Fortune.com. All right, it says the flu is killing up to 4,000 Americans a week. All right, and this is just trying to continue on with the theme, seeing that this is the year of prophecy. All right, and through the Spirit, these articles are they keep coming out, man. So through the Spirit, we're gonna continue to do videos on them, man. All right, because these are prophecies that are written of in the scriptures. All right, the scriptures prophesied of a coming pestilence, okay, that's going to come upon the people. All right, and it's going to basically be as a tool of judgment, so to speak. All right, and seeing that is a so-called flu virus out now, they're saying it's killing up to 4,000 so-called Americans a week. All right, in which I did a video maybe a few weeks ago on the pestilence or the flu outbreak or what have you, and they said in that article that this is the 100th year anniversary to the Spanish flu. All right, that occurred back in 1918, I believe it was 100 years ago. All right, and that flu, I believe, I think it killed over 50 million people worldwide, man. So seeing that Esau, on the left hand side, he deals with numerology and numbers and all of that stuff. He could very well try to duplicate that, man, with these man-made viruses. All right, but just for the sake of time, I'm gonna just read an excerpt and then I'm gonna get a few scriptures. It says the amount of the influenza ravaging the U.S. this year rivals levels normally seen when an altogether new virus emerges, decimating a vulnerable population that hasn't had a chance to develop any defenses. And that's what Esau wants to do, right? Esau wants to keep society vulnerable, and he doesn't want any defenses, as it says right here. All right, you got people taking these vaccinations and they're actually contracting the virus, man, or they're actually getting even more sick, than they was if they had the virus to begin with. And this is all the inner workings. This is all the plans of the elites, man. All right, of the society. All right. It says, reading on, it says, it's an unexpected phenomenon that public health experts are still trying to decode. It says the levels of influenza-like illnesses being reported now are as high as the peak of the swine flu epidemic in 2009, which, for those that don't know, these diseases like the swine flu, Ebola, H1N1, the list goes on and on. These are all man-made diseases, man. All right, that were basically created in labs like the CDC, Center for Disease Control, and whatnot. And what they do, they test these diseases, they have them in labs, and then they unleash them on the general population to see and test to see how they act, man. Because ultimately they're leading up to a mega pestilence that's going to wipe out millions, man, just like it did with the Spanish flu. All right, it says reading on, it says, and exceed the last severe seasonal flu outbreak in 2003 when a new strand started circulating, said Ann Schutzet, if I'm saying that correctly. It says the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention's acting director. Swine flu, which kept the globe in 2009 and 2010, sickened 60.8 million Americans, hospitalized 274,304, and killed 12,469, according to CDC data. It says deaths from the current outbreak will likely far outstrip those of 2009-2010 season. So yeah, according to this article, they're saying that this current flu that's going around, All right, it's gonna surpass that, man. You know, so yeah, we definitely living in them times, man. This could very well be the year. Like I said, this being the 100-year anniversary to the Spanish flu, man. They can very well duplicate those numbers, man. All right. Well, I think it said close to I think it was over a million people died. All right, from the Spanish flu here in America alone. All right. Now I want to get a scripture. All right, which I bring this out a lot. All right, it's Matthew 24:7. It says, I'm gonna start at 7. It says, "For nation shall rise against nation, kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences." All right, and that's what this I'm reading about in this article. All right, is a pestilence, man. Okay, and it's saying that that basically it's going to surpass the numbers from almost a decade ago. All right, with the swine flu. All right. So this is prophesied in the scriptures. It says what? And there shall be famines and pestilences. It says pestilences with an S. So what? It's gonna be multiple pestilences out here, man. You're gonna have a particular virus outbreak in this part of America. You're gonna have another virus outbreak in this part and in that part. There might be a virus outbreak in New York that might differ from one in Atlanta or one in LA. It says in earthquakes in diverse places. It says all these are the beginning of sorrow. So yeah, this is only the beginning, man. All right, this is only the beginning. People think, things are going to get better. That things are going to work out for the best, so to speak. No, man. Okay, it's only going to intensify. All right, these pestilences and viruses that are being unleashed, so to speak, on the people. It's only going to worsen, man. All right, and what YAHAWASHI said, what this is the beginning of sorrows, man. So from here on out, it's only going to get worse, man. All right. Now, since I read that word sorrows, let me get this. My next scripture, 2nd Ezra chapter 8. And I'll read the 50th verse, right? This is 2nd Ezra 8:50. It says, "For many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter time shall dwell in the world," right? And when you go into that word miseries, another word for miseries is sorrows, all right? It's like we read in Matthew 24. So it said many great miseries. Something that's great, that's something that's severely troubling, man. Not nothing minor or something on a small scale. You're talking about something on a large scale. A great misery, man. All right. It says, shall be done to them that in latter time shall dwell in the world, right? And we're living in the latter time right now, all right? It says what? Because they have walked in great pride. And it's talking about the inhabitants of the world, in particular America, man. Okay? The people that dwell here, the vast majority have a heavy sense of pride, man. All right? And the Lord has set apart pestilences, famines, natural disasters, all right? Martial law, the missiles, all right? All of these things are what? They're preserved for the ones that had that high level of pride, man. All right? And when you read Proverbs, the 6th chapter, a proud look is really, that's the first thing that YAHAWASHI hates, man, is a proud look. Okay? It says, "But understand thou for thyself and seek out the glory for such as be like thee." Yeah, and that's what we're doing, man. All right, the humble servants that are diligently seeking the Lord. All right, we're seeking out His glory, right? Which is what? Through this word, man, through this truth. All right. Now I'm gonna get one more scripture. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 40, in verse I think it's verse 9. Just staying on that point of there being tribulation coming, man. I think that's all I want to read from this article. You brothers can check it out on your own. All right. Yeah, I think that's the point. So it says, Ecclesiasticus chapter 40, starting at verse 9. It says, death and bloodshed, strife and sword, calamities. All right. Yeah, you go into that word calamities. It basically goes hand in hand with sorrows, miseries, sufferings. All right. Woe. You know, it says, and sword, calamities, famine, tribulation, and the scourge. Yeah, and you could throw the pestilence in there, man. The pestilence could fall under the sword. It could fall under the calamities, the tribulation. You know, it says, verse 10, these things are created for the wicked, and for their sakes came the flood. All right. Yeah, it said it was created for the wicked, man. So that's why brothers that are, you know, that are sincere, that are humble, that are genuine, you know, genuinely seeking out YAHAWASHI through this truth, you know, we really shouldn't have nothing to fear, man. All right, because if the Lord was to let us be taken by these things, that would make YAHAWASHI an unjust power. And the scriptures say, when you read Ezekiel, I believe the 18th chapter, that the Lord is equal, man. All right, so if we hold up our end of the bargain, so to speak, by continuing in his work, man, the Lord not going to let us be taken by these things, all right? But it said what? These are created for the wicked, man. All right, beginning with who? Esau, the so-called white man, and other nations, and 2/3 of our own people, man, Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans. All right, and it said what? And for their sakes came the flood, which the flood happened back during the time of Genesis, during the time of Noah, but now we're coming into the time of the second flood, so to speak, which is going to be what? Thermonuclear destruction. All right, which there's plenty of videos and news clips going out as far as World War III is concerned, man. All right. Yeah, so it says, and for their sake came the flood, man. So yeah, the wicked, man. Esau, the other nations, and 2/3, man. All right. And also this pestilence, man. The pestilence that's brewing. You know, you got these, what did it say? 4,000 Americans a week, you know. Spirit can have it to where that number could shoot up to 100,000, man. You know. So yeah, man, that's the time that we living in, man. The time of the pestilence, judgment. All right, a lot of fake ass Israelites gonna start getting judged. You know, the Lord might have you catch this pestilence, man. You know, I'm speaking to the scoffers, man. All right. So, you know, I just want to bring out that quick article, quick clip, pursuing the prophecy, all right? So with that, all praise to YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI, Waha, Rakakwadash. Until next time, Shalom.